And now for our next news special report.
In tonight's special report, we're diving deep into the latest debacle to hit the political scene. And trust me, you don't want to miss a single moment of this. Nikki Haley, once a respected leader, has found herself in hot water over a tweet that's raised more eyebrows than support. An email supposedly showering her with praise, but something's very off. Questions are now swirling, credibility sinking, and the plot thickens as we peel back the layers of this political drama. Is this a desperate attempt to salvage a sinking campaign, or is there more to the story? As we dissect the details, remember the truth often lies where you least expect. So stay tuned for a report packed with facts, analysis, and the kind of insight you expect to come from us. And don't go anywhere. My final thought will reveal why this isn't just about a tweet, but about the very integrity of our political process. Before we dive into the intricacies of our special report tonight, let's take a quick moment to talk about something much like the truth in politics is essential, yet often overlooked. Staying warm during these cold months is equal. So just as we scrutinize the claims of these vying for the nation's leadership, it's crucial to examine how we keep our homes cozy without breaking the bank. That's why I personally recommend this amazing portable heater in a winter that's shaping up to be the most expensive in over a decade, with heating costs soaring more than 17%. This little powerhouse offers a beacon of warmth and financial prudence. Its compact design and efficiency echo the values we cherish, providing a snug haven while sidestepping the steep prices set by utility companies. A tool that pays for itself in savings, much like how informed voting safeguards our republic future. So don't let this opportunity pass. Get yours at a 55% discount by visiting getwarmnow.com. Stay warm, stay wise, and let's get back to uncovering the truth now. As we pivot from our brief interlude about staying warm this winter, let's delve into the heart of today's political whirlwind surrounding Nikki Haley. At the center of this storm is a tweet, an attempt to showcase voter admiration that quickly turned into a quagmire of skepticism and controversy. Haley's campaign, already lagging behind the formidable President Donald Trump, seems to have taken a gamble that didn't pay off. Now, in a moment that was meant to showcase widespread voter support, Nikki Haley took to Twitter expressing gratitude towards what she described as an outpouring of positive feedback. You can see it right there on the screen. Her tweet aimed to convey a sense of momentum and overwhelming approval from the electorate, thanking people for their kind words and commitment to her vision for America's future. Americans want a choice in this election, not a rerun. That's what Haley stated, positioning herself as the fresh alternative capable of galvanizing a base eager for change. Well, this attempt to highlight a surge in support, however, quickly spiraled into controversy, casting a shadow over the authenticity of endorsements and sparking a debate over the tactics employed by her campaign. Now, the tweet, intended as a testament to her rising favor among voters, inadvertently became a focal point for scrutiny and skepticism, underscoring the challenges Haley faces in her bid to become a viable contender in the primary race. Okay, let's take a look at this. Now, the tweet in question ostensibly featured an email you can see right here, brimming with praise for Haley. However, the digital correspondence lacked the hallmarks of authenticity, most notably a sender's address and a subject line. Instead, what was presented as an overflowing inbox of admiration bore the unmistakable mark of fabrication, a glaring new message indicator that screamed oversight rather than oversight. Critics and observers didn't miss a beat, zeroing in on the anomalies with the precision of a hawk spotting its prey. The absence of crucial email components turned what could have been a non-story into a full-blown spectacle of incredulity. Now, this wasn't a minor misstep. It was a blunder that cast a long shadow over Haley's campaign, raising questions about the integrity and desperation of her bid for the presidency. But the plot thickens. Accompanying the dubious email was another piece of evidence, a message so impeccably crafted it seemed lifted straight from a digital font library. This so-called handwritten note on your screen, presented as a heartfelt endorsement, was anything but. The perfection of its curves and lines suggested not the personal touch of a supporter, but the cold calculation of a campaign desperate to fabricate a narrative of widespread support. Now, the fallout from these revelations was swift and merciless. Social media pundits and political analysts alike dissected the tweet, with some going so far as to identify the specific digital font used, a damning indictment of the authenticity of Haley's supposed tidal wave of support. Now, the spectacle of the campaign's attempt to manipulate public perception became a textbook case of how not to engage with voters in the digital age. Rich Barris's tweet underscored the absurdity of the situation, a sentiment echoed across the political spectrum. The blunder was not just a technical oversight, it was a strategic miscalculation that revealed the underlying panic within Haley's campaign. In their quest to portray a groundswell of enthusiasm for Haley, her team inadvertently showcased their willingness to deceive, undermining the very foundation of trust upon which electoral politics rests. So as we dissect this debacle, it's crucial to understand the implications of such actions. Haley's misstep is not an isolated incident, but a symptom of a larger crisis within our political discourse. In an era where authenticity and transparency are valued above all, attempts to manipulate public perception through deceitful tactics not only damage the candidates involved, but erode the fabric of our processes. Now, the contrast between Haley's faltering campaign and Trump's unwavering march towards the primary paints a stark picture of the current political landscape. Trump's strength lies not just in his robust support base, but in his ability to maintain a narrative of authenticity, whether one agrees with his policies or not. Now, Haley's attempt to fabricate support, on the other hand, reveals a campaign struggling to connect with voters, resorting to tactics that ultimately serve to alienate rather than endear. So as we navigate through the murky waters of this election cycle, incidents like this serve as a reminder of the importance of integrity in our political leaders. Voters are not just seeking policies that align with their values, but candidates who embody principles of honesty and transparency. In the end, the debacle surrounding Haley's tweet is more than just a campaign misfire. It's a cautionary tale about the perils of sacrificing authenticity on the altar of political expediency. If you got value from this report, tap subscribe. Let's move forward to my final thought. In wrapping up tonight's report, it's imperative to reflect on the essence of what's unfolded here. Nikki Haley's tweet, intended to showcase a groundswell of support, has instead peeled back the curtain on a troubling trend in modern politics, the temptation to embellish or fabricate support, undermining the bedrock of trust between voters and those vying to represent them. This episode is more than just a campaign misfire. It's a stark reminder of the values we, as a republic, place on integrity, authenticity, and the sacred bond of trust. As we march towards the primaries, let this moment be a call to demand more from our political figures. The fabric of our nation is woven from the threads of truthfulness and honor. As voters, our greatest power lies in holding those who seek to lead us accountable, not just for their policies, but for the veracity of their narratives. Remember, the strength of our republic rests on the foundation of an informed, vigilant, and discerning electorate.
Congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. Now keep up your quest for truth with this next news report. And if you found our channel enlightening, join the millions who agree with you. Tap subscribe. Thank you for watching the Next News Network.